I would have never believed that my prescription glasses would make me blind. I will always remember that morning when I opened my eyes and couldn't see a single thing. That morning, I heard the alarm clock ring 3 times as it did every day. I opened my eyes, but the room was all dark. Is it still dark outside? What is going on? I remember asking myself, am I still dreaming? I closed my eyes, rubbed them for a few seconds, and opened them again. I could only see faint specks of light. My heart started to beat really fast as panic was taking over me. Gasping for air, I got off the bed, stumbled over the bed leg and the chair, my arms wide apart, trying to feel the walls and the bathroom door. I washed my face with cold water, still hoping that it was only a bad dream. But nothing happened. My vision was gone. I desperately started crying out for my wife's help. Jane, call 911. I can't see. I can't see anything. The ambulance came. I could hear the sirens. I could feel my scared wife squeezing my hand, asking the paramedics what was happening to me. I was rushed to the hospital, directly into the operating room, in an attempt to have my vision restored. This was the most disturbing and horrifying experience in my life. Something that still sends shivers down my spine to this day. I soon realized that putting my trust and the health of my eyes in the hands of my eye doctor was the biggest mistake I have made in my entire life. But if it hadn't been for this mistake, I would not have discovered the revolutionary natural formula that can efficiently restore eyesight in a matter of weeks. A formula based on 2 special plant ingredients that, when they reach your eyes, are 10 times better than lutein, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins A, C, and E, niacin, and any other vitamin known to improve vision. The efficacy and safety of these compounds have been confirmed by renowned professors and scientists from SUNY College of Optometry, the Eye Institute, Salus University, and the Oakland Eye Research Institute after extensive experiments and research. I will tell you all about this in the next 5 minutes, and also why the real root cause of vision loss has nothing to do with genetics or age, but with something terrifying that is clogging your eye veins right now and which could make you blind without any notice. How modern food can damage your vision to the extent of complete blindness, and what you must do immediately. The 3 sure signs that you are weeks or even days away from losing your vision overnight. The secret that gives the Australian North Force unit their super sight that amazed even the scientists. While training with them, Prince Harry needed binoculars to be able to see what they could with their naked eyes. How 2 rare compounds can improve your vision up to 85%, and where you can find them. But first, let me properly introduce myself. My name is Daniel Adams. I'm 55 years old, and I live with my wife Jane in a small town near Orlando, Florida. 1 year ago, I completely lost my vision, all of a sudden. I thought I was going to be blind for the rest of my life. But now, here I am, my vision better than in my teenage years, seeing the world through my own eyes and not through 2 pieces of thick glass. In fact, I will show you in a moment how the glasses my doctor prescribed accelerated my vision loss. You might be asking yourself, how come I am standing here in front of you only 1 year after losing my sight, seeing more clearly than ever? Sounds incredible, right? It's all thanks to this method that I am about to share with you. It was as if God had really opened my eyes, helping me discover not only the terrifying cause of vision problems, but also the simple 20-second solution that restores years of vision damage. Something so simple, yet incredibly powerful. Clinically proven to work, regardless of your age, medical condition, or severity of your vision problems, without you having to spend a single red cent on prescription glasses, eye drops, dangerous chemical-filled medications, or eye surgery. Tell me, have you ever seen any person who, once they started wearing glasses, their vision got better until they did not need them anymore? Or have you heard of anyone who said that their vision improved with glasses, or, on the contrary, their prescription got worse and worse? So, here is the explanation. Glasses do not address the real cause of vision problems. They are just devices that help you see better, while your vision continues to deteriorate until you will lose it entirely. Now just imagine for a second, not depending on glasses, and lenses to be able to see, always fearing that you might lose or break them while out in public or on a holiday. Not dreading that your vision will get worse and worse until you will lose it altogether, being left in complete darkness, helpless for the rest of your life. Never having to depend on someone else to do things you should easily do, such as reading small print or filling out a form, driving at night, or doing your makeup, which nobody will see anyway with the glasses covering your eyes. Getting rid of the rash you get on your nose and the pain behind your ears caused by the temple tips. And finally, being able to enjoy life to the fullest, to see its beauty with your naked eyes and not through a glass shield in front of you. Be confident in your actions, move freely, and get rid of the constant fear that you might trip and fall at any moment, hurting yourself. Having those around you trust you again and not see you as a burden. Being able to see the faces of your dear one up close. Watching TV without having to stay 1 foot from the screen. Using your phone without squinting your eyes, and using your computer without having to increase the text size. Swim, jog, work out, sew, knit, do woodwork, paint, draw, and enjoy all the hobbies that once made you happy. And more importantly, never having to set foot in an eye clinic or vision center ever again. Just like 89,600 people who have tried this solution and now enjoy their lives to the fullest. People like Charlotte S., 61, from Reston, Virginia. I felt my world ending when the doctor told me I have macular degeneration and that my vision will only get worse if I do not have my eyes injected with a special substance for the rest of my life. Thank God I have decided to try your formula first. I can see more clearly and the fog from my eyes has gone away. Robert J., 75, from Florida City, Florida. I was wearing thick Coke bottle glasses, fearing that my vision would get worse and worse until I could go blind. But guess who jumped 2 prescription points in a few weeks? Thank you, Daniel. You have changed my life. Or Victoria M., 57, from Layton, Utah. Changing my glasses once a year, having them all foggy when I cooked, drank hot liquids, not seeing anything when it was raining, always careful not to scratch, break, or lose them. I had enough of this. My life is so much easier right now, and I can see the world again with my naked eyes. Those are just a few of the real-life stories from people just like you who have already used the formula I'm about to share with you. Let me tell you all about it. You see, for the past 20 years, I have worked as an ophthalmic assistant in Orlando. My job basically consisted of collecting patient details and scheduling their eye check appointments. I was also offering important information regarding glasses, eye care, and contact lenses to anyone who needed them. I have always been fascinated by how the eye works and how we can see, as well as how technology helps us improve our vision. Little did I know how wrong I was about the technology part, and how everything I knew was about to turn upside down and all my beliefs shattered. My problems began 3 years ago when I started noticing that my eyes were itchy, dry, sometimes red, and my vision blurry. I was having problems seeing the faces of people that were more than 3 feet away from me, and I did not feel as confident in my eyesight when I was driving. I told my doctor about these problems, and I remember him telling me, "Danny, you are getting old and so are your eyes. There is no turning back from this point. You need glasses and there is no way around it. Trust me, I'm a doctor." And I did, without knowing that listening to him would almost leave me blind for life. He gave me a prescription for nearsightedness, also known as myopia, a common vision condition in which you can see objects near to you clearly, but objects farther away are blurry. I got -2 in one eye and -3 in the other, which is a mild amount of nearsightedness. But something seemed wrong the moment I put the glasses on. I mean, yes, I could see better, my eyes would not feel tired and dry, and I would not feel them burning and itching anymore. But there were other symptoms that troubled me. I knew that I might experience headaches and nausea. Still, I could not explain the pain in the back of my eyes as some sort of pressure. My doctor reassured me that this is normal when you start wearing glasses, and that it will take a few days until my eyes adjust to the lenses. It took a long time to get used to wearing them all the time. They were getting foggy every time I was drinking hot liquids or when entering a room when it was cold outside. I always had to pay attention not to scratch or break them, and I was constantly cleaning them to be able to see. Not to mention, I was always losing them around the house. Rainy days were a pain because my lenses would get wet and I could not see. And watching TV while laying down on one side was practically impossible. The nose pads were hurting my skin, leaving red marks no matter how much I would adjust them. But after a few months, I noticed my eyesight was getting worse, although I was wearing the glasses all the time. When I was looking far away into the distance, my vision would get blurry now and then, like a camera lens that goes in and out of focus. I was struggling to drive at night, and one time I even ran a red light because I did not see it, almost causing an accident. My eyes were always red. The dark circles, yellowish white fat lumps, and bags under my eyes would not go away, even though I was sleeping well at night and felt rested. I was already getting sick of having my life controlled by those two pieces of glass. That is why, when me and my wife attended our daughter's wedding, I decided to buy contact lenses and look like my old self again. Although I knew everything there was about lenses, it was a struggle to put them on. The whole day, I felt as if I was having broken glass inside my eyes, making them watery and red. Not to mention that the next day, I woke up with a nasty eye infection for which I had to buy expensive eye drops and antibiotics. It took 2 weeks to get rid of it. Well, from that point on, things got even worse. You see, one beautiful summer day, me and my wife decided that it would be nice to spend the day at the beach with our daughter, who was 6 months pregnant, and her husband, to have a nice time together before she gave birth. The weather was amazing, and I could not wait to take a bath. So I went into the water, and although it was very uncomfortable to swim with my glasses on, I had no choice. But a few moments later, a wave crashed into me. My glasses fell into the water. I went under the water, trying to find them, holding my breath for as long as I could. But they were gone. As you can imagine, with my blurry vision, I could not really tell where I was or how far away from my family. But one thing was for sure, I could not see or hear anyone around me. I started shouting as loud as I could, "Help! I can't see! Can anyone please help me?" My heart started pounding hard in my ears. Panic made my whole body tremble. My eyes were burning from the salty ocean water. I started to cry and scream some more. "Help! Help me! I'm gonna drown! Help!" I remember praying to God to help me and to give me strength to hold on and not drown. All of a sudden, I heard a jet ski approaching me. It was a lifeguard who saw me drifting out in the water. I cannot tell you the relief I felt when he helped me get on the jet ski and get back to the shore. But this feeling faded away, being replaced by shame. The lifeguard was carrying me to my family like a helpless man, hundreds of people staring at me. My family was worried sick because they could not find me anymore, so they asked for the lifeguard's help. I was so embarrassed and terrified at the same time by this incident. But most of all, I was angry at myself for ruining everybody's day and the whole trip. We returned home sooner than planned. Nobody said a word all the way back home. The next day I went to work, telling my doctor what happened. He quickly ordered some new lenses, which took about 1 week to arrive. This time, I had to struggle with the contact lenses, being super careful not to get an eye infection again. I finally got my new glasses, but surprisingly, my vision started to rapidly decline over the next few days. Foggy vision, constant floaters that prevented me from being able to read or focus on near or distant objects for more than a few seconds. Dry eyes, as if sand was rubbing my eyes, making me blink every second. And the headache, like nothing I had experienced before. Little did I know that the following morning I was about to wake up blind, and that I would soon realize that putting my trust and the health of my eyes in the hands of my eye doctor was the biggest mistake I had made in my entire life. That morning, I heard the alarm clock ring 3 times, as it did every day. I opened my eyes, but the room was pitch black. Is it still dark outside? What is going on? I remember asking myself. I closed my eyes, rubbed them for a few seconds, and opened them again. I could only see faint specks of light. I quickly realized that there was something wrong with my eyes. Gasping for air, panicked, I got off the bed, touching the walls, trying to find the bathroom door. I washed my face with cold water, hoping that I would wake up from this bad dream. But nothing changed. My vision was gone. I desperately started crying out for my wife's help. Jane, call 911. I can't see anything. The ambulance came. I could hear the sirens. I could feel my scared wife squeezing my hand, asking the paramedics what was happening to me. There was no reply coming from them. I was rushed to the hospital, directly into the operating room, in an attempt to have my vision restored. I heard the voice of a doctor, quickly telling me his name and that he believed that I had an eye stroke. He asked me for my permission to put me to sleep and to perform surgery, trying to save my eyes. An eye stroke? I was completely terrified. I knew very well that in 90% of the cases, an eye stroke could leave you blind for life. A blood clot cuts out vital blood and oxygen from your eyes, irreversibly damaging them if proper measures are not taken immediately. I couldn't even cry, but I desperately begged the doctor, "Please, doctor, for the love of God, save my eyes. I don't want to go blind." And then the anesthesia kicked in, leaving me at the doctor's mercy. When I woke up, I almost had a panic attack. I realized that I was still not able to see anything. I tried to touch my eyes, only to feel the bandages and pain. The doctor told me that he and the entire team that operated on me for 7 hours were left in complete shock. What they found inside the veins were not blood clots as they expected, but dozens upon dozens of micro fat clots, and that they could not explain how I could see for the past year. He also mentioned that I had fat deposits on my veins, and that sooner or later this would have happened anyway, but that something seemed to have sped up the process, pushing these clogs toward the eyes. I told him that my vision was okay until my doctor prescribed me glasses. I also mentioned the weird pressure I felt inside my eyes and how the last glasses I received seemed to have worsened my vision a lot over the past days. That is when he told me that if healthy eyes are forced with prescription glasses, this causes eye strain and pressure. It was this pressure that I felt when I was wearing the glasses, and the one that pushed the microfat clogs and blocked the veins. And how many doctors make lenses with higher added power than you need, forcing the eye to adapt to them? This ruins your vision, and so you will need stronger and stronger lenses to be able to see. So, it was only my doctor's fault for everything I was going through. All this time, my eyes were sending warning signals, and I just ignored them and tortured them with stronger and stronger lenses. I could not believe this. How many of his patients were at risk of permanent vision loss caused by faulty glasses, and how many other people in the US and the whole world? So, all these years I had worked for him, he was acting only in his best interest, with the sole purpose of filling up his pockets? What about those poor people that put their faith in him? What about the Hippocratic oath that he took to treat the ill to the best of his ability? I felt I had to do something about this, but at that point, my mind was only at the fact that I could be left blind for life. The surgeon told me that he managed to remove these fat clogs, but that my eyes might have suffered serious damages. The surgery was hit or miss, and that we will only see if it worked in a week. But even if you are lucky and the surgery worked, you will never fully restore your vision, and you will always be at risk of another eye stroke, he added. That week in the hospital was agony and misery. Not being able to see anything, in need of constant help from the nurses or my wife to be able to eat, groom, and dress myself. I was feeling useless and scared, but also angry that I was a fool trusting my doctor and did not pay attention to my body telling me that something was wrong. I started to have panic attacks caused by the thought of being blind for the rest of my life. helpless, thrown all of a sudden in a world filled only with darkness. The thought that I will never see my soon-to-be-born granddaughter and I will never be able to play with her. Never to see the faces of my family, the world. Never again to do what I used to enjoy. Always rely on my wife, slowly becoming a burden for her until one day she would have to throw me in a home. Each time she came to the hospital, I would touch her face, trying to picture her in my mind, thinking that one day I will forget how she looks. A week went by, but it seemed like a year. When the doctor took off the bandages, I could barely see something. Only shadows. But trust me, those shadows made me the happiest man on earth. This meant that the surgery worked and that I was ready to begin the recovery and restore my vision to some extent. After several weeks, I could only see objects near to me, but anything more than 1 foot away was just a deep fog. And although I was struggling every day, there was no way I would wear glasses or lenses ever again or trust my eye doctor or any other eye doctor whatsoever. Instead, I decided to do something else. I was determined to find out why the surgeon found micro fat clogs inside my eye veins. Where do these fat clogs come from? Does everybody have them? If everyone has them, does this mean that any person wearing glasses is in danger of having these fat clogs pushed into the eye veins, causing blindness? Could these micro fat clogs be the real cause of vision problems? I had so many questions, my head was spinning. I needed to find the answers. I started my research, reading as much as possible about fat clogs. I was reading day and night, my eyes hurting as if I had hundreds of needles stuck in them. All the struggle seemed in vain, as I found nothing that would be of any use. But one day, I bumped into a breakthrough study from the State University of New York College of Optometry. The study was an eye-opener. I was getting answers from some of the top researchers in the US, and also the solid proof that my assumptions were correct. In short, what this study showed was that each one of us has a certain amount of fat, also known as cholesterol, stuck to the walls of our veins and arteries. Men and women alike, teenagers, and even children. Why? Because of the increased quantity of unhealthy, processed, fatty, and sugary foods we eat. The liver is not able to process all the cholesterol, so, in time, it builds up on the walls of the blood vessels and arteries, forming plaque. This plaque is in fact an accumulation of microfat clogs binding to each other. Some of these clogs break off, traveling along the veins and arteries, narrowing and even blocking them with life-threatening effects. If such clogs reach the heart, they cause heart failure. In the brain, a cerebral accident, and in the eye, bulging eyes or a stroke, as it happened to me. When these clogs reach the eye, they block the veins that bring oxygen and nutrients, suffocating the retina, which is the area at the back of your eye that helps you see. These clogs block the veins in time, accumulating day by day. This is why the symptoms before an eye stroke are pain in or around the eyes, blurry and double vision, the feeling of dry, red eyes, seeing eye floaters, or difficulty seeing details. The cells in the retina start to die within minutes or hours from the blockage of the veins, causing vision loss, which in many cases is permanent. The researchers also mentioned 3 sure signs that fat clogs have started to accumulate around your eyes. If you have these, it's only a matter of time until they cause an eye stroke and maybe permanent vision loss. The first one is dark circles under the eyes. You might think dark circles are from tiredness. This is a very common misconception. In fact, they are a sure sign that the fat clogs have reached the area around the eyes and have started to block some of the blood vessels, making the skin around them turn brown or black. The other 2 signs are white fat deposits around the eyes and eye bags, the solid proof that microfat clogs have already accumulated under the skin, making it look puffy and swollen. This was terrifying. I clearly remember having dark circles and eye bags right after I started wearing my permanent glasses. And since then, they did not go away. More alarmingly was that my wife was having them too. The study said that anyone with high cholesterol is at risk, even if they are not wearing glasses. This means that, according to statistics from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 93 million US adults over the age of 20 are at risk of suddenly going blind. High cholesterol has no symptoms, so many people don't know that their cholesterol is too high. That explains why, although vision problems are believed to be caused by aging, more and more young people would come to the clinic with eyesight problems. The researchers mentioned two possible solutions. One of them was surgery to remove the accumulated fat from around the eye area. It is an extremely risky surgery that, ironically, can cause blindness. Besides that, even if successful, it only removes the fat around the eyes and not from the entire body. This means that microfat clogs can and will travel again to your eyes, making you go back to square one. The other solution was cholesterol drugs. My general practitioner prescribed them to me when my cholesterol level came higher than 250 milligrams per deciliter, when it should have been around 200. My doctor told me that the treatment was for life, but I only managed to take the damn drugs for about 2 months. The side effects were so unbearable that they made me hate my life. Nausea, stomach cramps, diarrhea, vomiting, dizziness, fatigue, and muscle pain made me soon forget how it was like to be a normal functioning human being. So it was a solid no for these so-called options. There had to be another way. Spending so much time in front of the computer made my eyes hurt, as if they were about to explode. But I was not about to give up. I just needed to clear my mind. I asked my wife if she would come to take a walk in the park, as it was a beautiful, sunny day. As we were sitting on a bench, I saw a group of children pretending to be soldiers fighting in a war. And in that moment, it hit me. I remembered an article I read about the indigenous Australian Norforce unit, where Prince Harry trained years ago. It has long been recognized by international eyesight experts that these indigenous people have the best eyesight in the world. Calling it supersight, also mentioning how Prince Harry needed binoculars to see what they did with their naked eyes. What contributed to their supervision were 5 foods that they religiously added to their everyday diet. I had to find out what made these foods so special. Was there a unique compound, vitamin, or mineral that they contained? Or maybe a certain way in which they should be combined? But although I knew everything there is about how the eye functions, I had no idea about plant compounds or even where to start looking. All I knew was that I was determined to find a way to eliminate those fat clogs and improve my vision. This time, it was my wife who came with a solution. As an event planner, she knew a lot of people around the area. She told me that not long ago, she planned an event for a nice family of medical herbalists, Richard and Judith Miller, who also made tinctures, ointments, plant extracts, and various plant-based medicines, which they sold in their small shop. They were really happy how the event was organized and told my wife that whenever she would need a plant remedy, they would gladly help. We called them and paid them a visit, telling them all about what I have been through, how far I have gone with my research, and asking them if there was any way they could analyze these plants. I needed to know what they contained and if there was any way we could boost their vision improving effects. Richard was intrigued by my story and discoveries. He told me that 2 years ago he had an eye surgery in an attempt to fix his vision problems and finally get rid of glasses. But not only was the surgery expensive and the recovery painful and slow, but his vision only improved by 1 prescription point. He gladly agreed to help me, especially since, if this worked, he would also benefit from his effort. Richard had an experience of more than 20 years as a medical herbalist. During this time, he had analyzed and worked with more than 120,000 plants from all over the world. He was a member of the Alliance for Natural Health USA and the American Medical Association. His research and studies about the plant's health benefits have been published in numerous magazines and books, such as Alternative Medicine, Medical Herbalism, and Homeopathy Mystery of Healing, to mention a few. He also owned a high-tech laboratory where he was creating all the formulas for his dozens of natural products. So, all we had to do was to gather all the needed ingredients so he could analyze them. After a month of hard work, we discovered that all these ingredients had two key compounds in common: sterols and stanols. As Richard put it, these ingredients were among the few known to slash cholesterol and support vision at the same time. We started reading everything we could to find out about these compounds and find out why and how they contributed to the Norforce team's supervision. After dozens of studies, research, and medical articles, this is what we discovered. Sterols and stanols eliminate cholesterol plaque from the veins and arteries, acting as fat-clogged magnets. They attract the micro-fat clogs that block your eye veins, dragging them away and excreting them from the body as waste. Now that the eye veins are not blocked anymore, the potent vision-fortifying ingredients have their path cleared. They enter the eye through the bloodstream, improving vision and preventing it from further degradation. Richard and I decided to create a super powerful formula which not only included these ingredients, but also other rare plants that he had been using for decades in his products to eliminate eye discomfort and fatigue. We started working together in his lab. Months went by in which we tested hundreds of formula options, shelled out thousands of dollars on rare ingredients, and spent dozens of sleepless nights. Sometimes I would feel Richard was ready to give up, but I was confident that his devotion to natural remedies and the desire to find a solution for his own vision problems would make him go to great lengths and not stop until he had the perfect formula. And this finally happened when we were both close to exhaustion. I can still see Richard holding the formula in his hand saying, "Daniel, this is it. The numbers are there, the results are right. We only have to test it on ourselves to see if it really works as expected." This was all I wanted to hear. Not waiting for a second more, I started taking the formula regularly, every day after breakfast, and so did Richard. The first days, nothing. The first week, nothing. But then, the results started to appear. First, I noticed that my eye bags and dark circles were visibly diminished. The white of my eyes were no longer red and irritated, and I finally got rid of the annoying headaches. After a few more days, I felt something as a relief inside my eyes, or better said, as if a veil was lifted off of my eyes. From that point, my vision became better and better. I no longer had eye floaters. My vision was no longer double and blurred. I did not squint anymore when I was looking into the computer or at my phone. My night vision also improved, and my eyes did not feel tired, even when I was spending many hours in front of the computer. But although my vision was still not perfect, I knew that the natural ingredients we put in this formula needed time to unclog all the eye veins and restore my eyesight. Richard's progress was much faster, so we concluded that the formula worked differently depending on how damaged one's vision is and the amount of fat clogs accumulated in the eye area. Even so, I was over the moon. In a short while, I was finally able to see further than 1 foot away. I cannot explain to you the feeling of being able to see with my naked eyes without glasses or lenses that would distort the world. This was the solid proof that the formula worked, and it was all we wanted. Now, let me explain step by step how the ingredients in this formula work and why they are absolutely crucial for anyone who wants to restore their vision in just a few short weeks. The first step towards a 20/20 vision is to help your body dissolve and eliminate the microfat clogs that block your veins, clearing out the way for eye detoxifying nutrients. This was no easy task. Just picture a clogged pipe. How would you unclog it? You'd need a drain cleaner that is strong enough to dissolve the clog, but also delicate enough not to damage the pipe. Well, we found our cleaner to do such a hard job, and it's called Plant Sterol Complex. This complex contains millions of microscopical sterols and stanols, carefully selected from the plants that gave the Australian Norforce unit their super site. Rice, oats, whole wheat, peas, beans, lentils, various seeds and nuts, broccoli, cauliflower, and blueberries. These compounds disintegrate the microfat clogs one by one, clearing the veins so that the eye detoxifying nutrients can reach the damaged area and start the repairing process. But before the repairing process would start, we needed to address another side effect of the microfat clogs: inflammation. Inflammation inside the eye is your body's response to infection or irritation, and it triggers many conditions such as glaucoma, cataracts, and macular degeneration. That is why we selected a super potent anti-inflammatory ingredient, red raspberry. With a lot of struggle, we managed to source our red raspberry fruits from Mount Ida in Greece, also known as the Sacred Mountain. Why? Because this is the strongest anti-inflammatory raspberry from thousands of varieties out there. With this superfruit, the inflammation is eliminated, as well as eye redness and pain. The second step is to fix the damage done by the microfat clogs with the powerful vision restoring ingredients. For this step, we created a super potent eye and vision restoring combination. We took the top eye vitamins, such as vitamins E and B6, and paired them with zinc, selenium, and copper. The result was a mix that restores the damaged cells in the eyes and prevents numerous eye conditions, ensuring their proper functioning for the years to come. But we did not stop there. We needed more fortifying ingredients to make sure the veins and the retina fully regain their strength and flexibility. We added 4 more extremely potent ingredients that, when mixed together in their purest form, proved to fuel each other's ability to clear vision over a very short period of time. These ingredients are broccoli, tomatoes, pumpkin seeds, and cayenne pepper. And here's how they work. The vitamin C in broccoli improves night vision and keeps your eyesight strong. The lycopene in tomatoes increases eye health and lowers the risk of cataracts and age-related macular degeneration, so you can enjoy your perfect vision well into old age. The zinc and vitamin A in pumpkin seeds keep the eyes moist and prevent blockages in the eye veins, which means you will never experience discomfort and fatigue. The capsaicin in cayenne pepper stimulates the eye tissue and increases the circulation to the eyes, so you can clearly see objects in the far distance. The third step is to flush out bad cholesterol from your entire body in order to prevent future microfat clogs from blocking your eyes. Although the microfat clogs have been eliminated from your eye veins and the eye restoring process has begun, the threat has not been eliminated yet. Other microfat clogs can detach at any moment from the cholesterol plaque in your body, blocking the veins again. Our extensive tests led us to 3 cholesterol-eliminating ingredients. The first one is Pygium africanum, an herbal extract taken from the bark of the African cherry tree. An experiment done by researchers from the Mahidol University from Bangkok, Thailand, showed that it significantly decreases the subject's cholesterol levels by 50% in a matter of days. The second ingredient is Annona muricata, also known as soursop, graviola, or pawpaw. The leaf extract contains a high concentration of potassium. This mineral relaxes the blood vessels so the cholesterol could be flushed out easier and faster. Scientists from the National Research Council of the Philippines demonstrated that Annona muricata can effectively keep the cholesterol levels under control in subjects with diets high in fat and bad cholesterol. The third ingredient needed for this step is green tea from northern Japan. Green tea contains catechins, powerful antioxidants that protect your eyes against diseases such as cataract and glaucoma. But these antioxidants also stop fat clogs from attaching to the vein walls and lower the levels of bad cholesterol in the body. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed how green tea reduced the levels of cholesterol up to 30% in 40 days. We made sure we used only sun-dried green tea leaves and not fermented. The more fermented the tea leaves, the lower the catechin content. The fourth and final step towards a complete vision restoration is to form an impenetrable shield against fat clogs to ensure a perfect vision well into old age. We all want a perfect vision that lasts throughout our entire lives. That is why the last thing this supplement does is to create an impenetrable shield that will protect your eyes and vision. There was no way we could leave out the fantastic trio: shiitake, maitake, and reishi mushroom complex. We managed to take these mushrooms right from their natural habitat in the humid and dark wooded mountains in Japan. Each of these mushrooms has amazing health benefits, and each has been used for centuries in traditional medicine. Why do we need them in our supplement? Because we discovered that they contain a superfiber called beta-glucan. Numerous studies have shown that it can keep cholesterol levels in check, no matter what food you eat. What it does is to slow down food transit in the intestines so that the body has more time to digest food. Slower digestion means the body has more time to process the food and the fats in it. Beta-glucan is indigestible, so it goes through the whole digestive tract. As it travels through, it takes cholesterol out with it. But there is another stunning benefit of beta-glucan. Thanks to its antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, it also eliminates dark circles and reduces puffiness by dissolving fat deposits under the skin. All in all, our formula contains 31 powerful ingredients, specifically calculated and adjusted to be fully absorbed by your body, working from the inside to eliminate the microfat clogs and cholesterol plaque, while giving you a perfect vision. But we wanted to make sure that this formula worked for other people, no matter how severe their vision problems might be. I thought about how I got into this situation and how the glasses that my doctor prescribed actually got me in this situation. And I immediately realized that this was my chance to take revenge on my doctor and save as many of his patients as I could. Since I was the one in charge with the patient's appointments, I still had a list of all the contacts in my computer. So, what I did was to send an email to everyone, telling them my story and what I had to go through because of the faulty prescription eyeglasses. I also told them about the amazing formula that me and Richard had created and the amazing results we experienced. In the end, I encouraged everyone to write me back if they wanted to test it on themselves, reassuring them that we only used natural ingredients and that the formula did not contain any chemicals, preservatives, or other harmful compounds. Day by day, I got more and more emails from desperate people telling me about their vision problems and how each month their prescription would go up but never down. Many of them were wearing thick Coke bottle glasses, fearing that their vision would get worse and worse until they would go blind. Lots of them have also tried painful eye injections with medication to address various so-called causes of vision problems, and even eye surgery with little or no results. Oh, how I could see myself in them. All that struggle, frustration, and fear was so common to me. To my surprise, a total of 103 people agreed to try our formula. I cannot tell you how happy this made me. On the one hand, we had 103 people to test our formula and thus bring objective, scientific proof that we created the breakthrough product of the century. On the other hand, I was happy that 103 people will finally restore their vision and get back their normal lives again. How did I know that? Because if it worked for me, who was one step away from permanent blindness, it would work for them too. That's how confident I was in our formula. And, as expected, the results started to come in. Men and women, 40, 50, 60, and even 80 years old, sent me heartwarming thank you messages. People like Emma W., 55 years old, who wrote, "Here's a funny story for you. I started taking your formula, but I kept wearing the glasses because I was blind as a bat. A few weeks had passed and, to my concern, my vision was getting worse, fearing that I might need a new prescription. But guess what? The formula really worked, and my vision improved so much that the glasses were not working for me anymore. I finally threw away those damn pieces of glass. Thank you, Daniel." Or Tom F., 67 years old. "My vision started to get blurry about 2 years ago and kept getting worse. Now, with your eye formula, I can even see small letters better. My eyes are definitely improving. I will keep taking it." Or Lizzie S., 73 years old, who wrote, "I must admit, I almost made peace with the thought that soon enough I will lose my vision entirely and be thrown in a home to be taken care of. But I said, let's give this formula a try. I have nothing to lose. And it was the best decision of my life. Now, I am reading stories to my granddaughter every night, even in dim light, without any problem. God bless you, Danny." Seeing all these heartwarming messages, can I really stop there? Hell no. I was sure that my doctor was not the only one putting himself first before the patient's well-being. There would be others, hundreds, maybe thousands, spread all over the US like a plague. I had to make my story heard, and I had to make the formula get to as many people as possible. I immediately told Richard about all the amazing feedback I got from the people who tried our formula and how we had to turn it into an easy-to-take supplement so that thousands more could benefit from it. But Richard quickly brought me back to reality. We had no money. He told me that we could cut costs by using the GMP-compliant production facility approved for dietary supplements, where he was also manufacturing his bioproducts. So one problem was solved. But we needed money for the production process. We were stuck. As much as I tried to avoid this, we needed the help of those who have tried the formula. I was so embarrassed to do this, but there was no other way. So I sent an email telling them how we wanted our product to reach as many people as possible and how the testing and development of our formula swallowed all of our savings. If they could make even a small donation, it would mean the world to us, as we would be one step closer to achieving our goal. To my surprise, the donations started to come in, and in a short while, we had enough to create a small batch of our supplement. And this is all I wanted. You have to start small and keep growing. We managed to manufacture a few hundred bottles of our supplement in the FDA-approved and GMP-certified facility under sterile, strict, and precise standards. You can be 100% sure that this supplement is clean and of the highest quality. Moreover, the capsules are non-GMO. They do not contain any dangerous stimulants or toxins, and they are not habit-forming. We called it Visium Plus, the only natural supplement which addresses the real cause of vision problems, the microfat clogs that block the eye veins. Now, we needed to share it with the world to make ourselves heard. And what other tool is more powerful than the internet? I thought about selling the formula in Richard's store, but this would have been just a drop of water in the ocean. So, we created this page where I also shared my horrible experience and how we ended up creating this product, and I shared it with all the people who accepted to test our formula. In a matter of hours, we had more than 300 orders from these people who wanted the supplement not only for themselves, but also for their families and friends. And we could see why. Once the microfat clogs are eliminated from your eye veins, the powerful natural ingredients have a free way to start fixing the damage done, fully repair your eyes, and strengthen your vision. In detail, Visium Plus will help you eliminate microfat clogs and prevent an eye stroke, or even a brain or heart dangerous complications. Make your vision better than in the childhood years. Eliminate dizziness, blurry vision, double vision, and eye redness. Stop headaches and eye discomfort. Stop eye fatigue. Get rid of glasses, lenses, and avoid injections and surgery. Keep cholesterol levels under control. Keep your eyes moist so you do not feel as if you have sand in them all the time. eliminate the fear that you could permanently lose your vision at any moment. All in all, Visium Plus will help you enjoy life to the fullest again. You will be free again, able to take in all the beauty of the world as it is, without having it filtered through 2 pieces of glass. You will have increased self-confidence and will be able to do anything on your own. And because this supplement targets the root cause of vision problems, it's perfect for everyone from 30 to 90 years old with mild eye discomfort or serious eyesight problems, but also for those who just want to have a safeguard in place. Something that ensures they never have to suffer from eye problems ever again and never be at the risk of losing their vision in a matter of seconds. Visium Plus is only available from this website that you're on right now, and only for as long as Big Pharma does not find out about it. If they do, they will do everything in their power to shut us down. Just imagine the damage we can do to them if more and more people find out about Visium Plus and stop buying their products. This is why I truly believe that Visium Plus is the breakthrough of the century, and I mean it. And you can get access to everything in the next 90 seconds. You'll be shocked to discover just how simple everything is. All you need to do is to take 2 capsules of this supplement in the morning every day. It takes less than 20 seconds. And in just a few weeks, you will start to see more clearly without straining your eyes and without headaches. And that's just the first part of what Visium Plus can do. You'll see exactly how you can safely and easily start living your life again, free and confident in your actions, be able to clearly see your dear ones, be able to drive even at night, and do all the hobbies that you once loved and which required a perfect vision. No more expensive and annoying glasses, no more lenses that you can lose at any moment and that can cause serious eye infections. No more fear that you might fall and seriously injure yourself. Visium Plus is about getting your life back. It's completely natural, and it's your first and only real chance to effectively destroy the microfat clogs and restore your vision, while returning the freedom you've been denied for months, years, or even decades of your life. Of course, that's not to say you couldn't keep wearing your glasses, fearing that you might lose or break them when you're on holiday or in public, and be left helpless, not being able to see, at the mercy of strangers who would not know how to help you anyway. Or wear your lenses and risk losing an eye due to infection, always struggling to put them on and take them off, hurting your eyes, making sure you change them frequently and store them exactly as instructed, otherwise you would ruin them. And even if you get tired of all the glasses and lenses and decide to have eye surgery, nobody can guarantee that this would work. Besides the fact that you would have to pay around $3,000 per eye, you can risk serious long-term complications such as eye infections, vision loss, chronic pain, and detached retinas. None of these solutions are a real option, and you already know it. And so do I. When I asked the people who have tried the formula to make a donation so we can start manufacturing this supplement, I told them to give me what they thought would be the right price for this product. They, who have already tried it and seen its benefits, were the best people to be able to estimate the cost for such a product. And let me tell you something. Some of them donated $200, some $300, but more than 50% of them donated more than $1,000 each. This was a clear confirmation that what me and Richard have created was not bogus, something that we would throw to people hoping that we would make some money out of it. It's a product created out of desperation and fear that both me and Richard, our wives, and even our children could go blind overnight, as it happened to me. And maybe for them, it would be irreversible, having to live with the rest of their lives in total darkness. Just close your eyes for a few seconds and imagine that. Try to walk around the house, try to make tea or prepare lunch, try to play with your grandchildren, try to do the hobbies you love, try to go out with your friends and have a good time. It's either very hard or even impossible, right? I know this because I've been there, and it is something I do not wish on my worst enemy. Visium Plus is not for us to get rich. Most of the money we get goes straight into producing more supplements and the rest of them go to the organizations that help people who are blind. There is not much we can do about those people, only to make their lives a little better and worry-free. That's what this is all about, helping people. Therefore, we will not sell Visium Plus for $1,000, $500, or even $200. Instead, if you act today through the secret webpage you are on, you can get a 30-day supply of Visium Plus at just $69 a bottle. That's right, just $69. But wait, before you make your purchase, here's my recommendations on how you can maximize the benefits of Visium Plus. One bottle of Visium Plus will start eliminating the microfat clogs, helping nutrients and plant compounds reach your eyes. 3 bottles will help you eliminate eye fog and floaters, double and blurry vision, headaches, and fatigue. But only 6 bottles of Visium Plus will allow you to fully enjoy life again. Your vision will be better than in your teenage years. You will have cholesterol levels under control and never risk an eye stroke ever again. All the microfat clogs will be eliminated from your veins. You will be confident in your actions again. And all this because you will give Visium Plus enough time to work its magic. In one word, you will feel alive again. This 6-bottle package is also our customer's most popular choice. That is why we could run out of Visium Plus at any moment. So, if you are truly committed to finally getting rid of vision problems, then we recommend you take the 6 bottles package, which more than 89,600 people already did. Why not put a stop to vision problems once and for all? To be honest, even though I saw and felt a huge improvement in my vision, I wanted to be absolutely sure that I will never go through the nightmare of losing my vision ever again. So I kept taking Visium Plus for several more months. And it makes sense. You don't see a tooth grow in just 1 week, right? Vision restoration is also a slow and lengthy process. But if you keep giving your eyes exactly what they need, you will be able to restore months and even years of damage. Because I know how it is to live in fear that you might lose your vision at any moment and never get it back. And because I want you to be able to take this supplement for as long as possible, I have set up a discounted package system of 6 bottles of Visium Plus for you for only $49 a bottle, plus free shipping. The offer is for today only, for as long as supplies last. And you also get free shipping on us. Once we run out of the bottles, the Buy Now button will not be active anymore until we make another batch again, which takes around 6 to 9 months at least. Click the 6-bottle package or any other package that you want below to secure your order. You may be saying, okay, let's give this a try and see how it works. How do I get started? This could not be easier. Simply click the button under the desired package and you will be taken to our secure checkout page. Enter the payment details, place the order, and in a few short days, you can start the journey to a new you. But you have to claim your package right now. Visium Plus is selling very fast, and as I mentioned before, once it sells out, it will take us 6 to 9 months to restock on the rare ingredients and produce another batch. Plus, missing 1 day of Visium Plus can compromise a full month of progress. So, if I were to give you just one piece of advice, this would be don't risk running out of Visium Plus. Once we run out of bottles, the Buy Now button will not be active anymore until we make another batch. So, click the 6-bottle package or any other package that you want below to secure your order. Say stop to vision problems and regain control over your life. Do not risk missing out on this opportunity forever. And to prove to you that we got your back, you'll also benefit from a full 60-day money-back guarantee. What is this, you might wonder? Well, this means you have 60 days to try Visium Plus since the moment you buy it. If during this time you do not feel any improvement in your vision, you can return the bottles of Visium Plus and get your money back. It doesn't matter if you used up the entire supplement, you still have your money safely returned to your account. No hidden fees or subscriptions, just a safe and secure one-time simple payment. I am taking all the risk here, and you know what? I am happy to do it. I want you to feel as safe as possible with this purchase and really understand that we want Visium Plus to change your life too and offer you the peace of mind you so much deserve. If not Visium Plus, what will you use to help you regain your vision and get back your life? So, think fast. Will you keep spending hundreds of dollars a year on glasses and lenses that cause more pain and discomfort than actually helping you see? Or just accept the fact that you will never have perfect vision and try and learn how to live with it, always fearing that you might go blind? Yes, you could choose to do any of the above, but why would you do that? It seems to me like the decision is pretty clear-cut here. Simply click the yellow button that you see below and get your instant risk-free access to Visium Plus right now. In the next few weeks, you're going to feel like you haven't felt in such a long time. Healthy, happy, complete, confident, independent, free, without the fear of losing your vision at any moment. You will see the world with your own eyes again, the faces of your dear ones crystal clear. You will be able to walk, climb stairs, and even run without the fear that you might stumble and fall. You will no longer experience headaches, dizziness, and nausea caused by new glasses. Let me tell you, it's an amazing feeling. I can't wait for you to experience all the incredible benefits that Visium Plus has to offer. Thank you for watching this presentation. Hey, are you still here? I thought you might be. You still have some questions, right? No worries, I am here to answer them all. I know what it's like to have questions and to just bang your head on closed doors. But this is not who we are. What I found is that after I answer those most common questions, people feel a lot more comfortable making their risk-free investment in Visium Plus. So let me go ahead and clear things up for you right now so you completely understand what you'll be getting once you start using this supplement. Question 1. How is Visium Plus better than glasses and lenses? As I mentioned before, glasses actually contributed to my vision loss, causing pressure inside the eye, which pushed the micro fat clogs into the eye veins, blocking them. What Visium Plus does is to address the root cause of your vision problems, which is the micro fat clogs suffocating your eyes, damaging them. The natural ingredients, minerals, and vitamins in this supplement have been carefully selected and calculated so that they can repair even the most damaged eyes and improve vision dramatically in a short period of time. Question 2. Okay, what else can Visium Plus do for me? Besides what I have mentioned in the first question, Visium Plus also keeps your cholesterol levels under control, preventing further micro fat clogs from reaching your eyes. Visium Plus also eliminates headaches, fatigue, and dizziness, reduces the dark circles and bags under the eyes, stops eye discomfort and strain. But most importantly, Visium Plus helps you get back your life and never worry that you might lose your vision. Question 3. Can I take Visium Plus even if I have allergies or if I currently use other supplements? We created this amazing vision regenerating formula so that it has no damaging effect on people who have various allergies. The quantities of the ingredients inside are selected to be below the allergy triggering levels. But we recommend that if you have any known allergies to one of the mentioned pill ingredients, you do not take this supplement. Question 4. Why haven't I heard of this natural formula before? Well, as I explained during the presentation, this natural formula was the result of years of vision problems, which culminated with total eyesight loss. It was the result of deep fear that I might never see my soon-to-be-born granddaughter, be able to play with her, and see my family ever again. It was the result of my revenge on the doctors who put themselves first, not caring that the glasses that they prescribe might do more harm than good to their patients. It is not one of those big pharma drugs which you are bombarded with until you buy it. Drugs surrounded by fake advertising and people with fake smiles, nothing but a scam. Visium Plus is a treatment only for those in need, those who trust the power of natural ingredients and who have the courage to look for the answers for themselves and not to wait for them to be handled by a doctor. Those who seek the truth will find it. Question 5. Can you tell me again about the full 60 days money-back guarantee? Sure, check this out. You simply say maybe to Visium Plus right now by clicking the yellow button you see below. You're then given a full 2 months to use this supplement, so you can judge for yourself if it's as powerful as I say it is. If you're not satisfied for any reason, you just send me an email and I'll refund your entire investment. Question 6. Okay, I want to try this out. What now? Just click on the package that best fits your needs. Once you do that, your Visium Plus supplement will be shipped to your door in no time, so you can start your amazing vision restoring process as soon as possible. I am so glad that you found this product, and I really hope that you will be as happy as me and the other people for whom vision problems are now just a bad memory